Good afternoon. I'm sitting under this lovely jacaranda tree while John and Miles play tag at this park that we're in. It is our last day on this scouting trip to find where we're going to live in Portugal. I've announced where on Instagram. I don't think I have on here yet. I don't remember. But it's been Portugal. We started this journey in Madeira. We were there for a month, and that was originally where we thought we were going to end up, but things shifted. I think I did say this in the last video. It's hard to remember, and I don't rewatch the videos. But we shifted because we need a really good school, and mainland has more options than the islands do. And so we've been literally combing through mainland Portugal for the last 5 weeks-ish, trying to find a place to live that checks all the boxes, that also has a great school that aligns with what we're looking for. So it is our last day. We leave and go back to California tomorrow. And it feels, looking back on this journey, it feels like so much of what we've learned along this 2-month scouting trip in Portugal, but then 3 months of being kind of on the road. We started off in Mexico, then we went to San Francisco and New York and a few other places, and then flew out to Portugal. And it feels like, there's still so much unknown, so much uncertainty. And it's this weird balance of finding a home in the world and also within self. Learning so much about myself, so much that I am growing into and changing into from this journey. And releasing, letting go of, specifically around productivity, success, and work. Now that a lot of the pressure is kind of eased off in that department because we don't have the normal bills that we were paying and stuff like that. We sold our house. We don't have a mortgage anymore. While there are no, things to keep up with in that regard, it's like playing trickery on the old noggin a little bit, because your brain, your nervous system doesn't realize that you can slow down, and you have to train it. You have to reprogram it. And so that's what I've been working through the past couple of months, of just like allowing myself to rest and to treat boredom as a treat. And it's not a problem to fix. It's not something that I need to solve by putting something into it, by busying myself, by picking up my phone, and being really, really conscious in every moment in my life, so that I don't pick up habits of, checking my phone to check out, or to not be fully present in the sometimes uncomfortable parts of this journey of like, oh my gosh, where are we going to put this kid into school? Are we going to find a school? Also, just like, where are we going to live? All these question marks and uncertain things they're not bad or negative necessarily. They're just uncomfortable at times, not having the answers, and kind of rewiring the brain to be okay with not having answers all the time. Because what I've been learning, at least a lot, is that with certainty, there's not much room for growth, because you're not being stretched, you're not learning things, you're not being forced to maneuver and change, pivot, whatever. But when there is no certainty, there's more room left for discovery, for curiosity, for creativity. And I have this group of old Portuguese women standing right next to me and giggling, and it's just really sweet and cute. They're having a good time, and I'm happy for them. Anyway, so learning to get lost in the uncertainty in a way that helps me discover who I really am with each turn, with each pivot, with each new, I wonder what's down this path. I wonder what's over here. Let's go check it out. Treating it as an adventure, as a way to get more familiar and get more lost within myself. And to really stretch myself and come to the edges of who I really am and seeing how far I can take them and kind of mold them. You know what I mean? The jacaranda petals are falling on me, and it's just so literally so beautiful. This park is covered in jacaranda petals, flowers, like it's confetti, and it's just slapping this purple glow on everything. And it's beautiful. This time of year in Portugal is really, really pretty with the purple flowers everywhere in the against the colorful tiles and buildings backdropness. So anyway, it's been quite a journey. We've been to Sintra, we've been to Cascais and Colares and Porto, Coimbra, and areas around Porto and Coimbra, Aveiro, I'm not sure how to say it, Costa Nova, like I said, Madeira. Madeira has my heart, but top priority is a really good school for Miles. Nothing else matters to me except for, you know, Miles being happy, adjusting, all that kind of stuff. And so I know that John and I are a bit easier to adjust to where we are. And I want to make sure that he has a really rich childhood, a really playful childhood full of curiosity and creativity and a sense of adventure. And, you know, that's what we're all learning on this journey while we're here adventuring. Leaving tomorrow back to California for a little while to regroup, finish up some things. And then about a month after that, a month from now, we will be back out here doing our official move. We found our place. We found our place to call home. Portuguese is very hard. It's a very hard language. I'm excited to take like classes and proper lessons and stuff once we're officially out here. Because it's a hard language. It's very like zhuzhy. So anyways, very excited to be out here officially in about a month or maybe 2 months. I really don't know. Things are kind of up in the air right now. We have a school picked out. We toured a lot of friggin' schools. And we went to one last week, and it just really spoke to us. It spoke to all of us. It was a really beautiful, it's on a organic pear farm. These freaking children. Organic pear farm, kind of a Waldorf forest school type approach. It's gorgeous, small class sizes. The days aren't too long. All the boxes are being checked that we're looking for since we have the flexibility and the resources to be picky. We are being picky. And yeah, we're really looking forward to getting familiar with the area. It's more like a nature setting area that we'll be living in, and no city life for us. We already knew that coming into this, that we didn't want to be in a city, but close enough to have access to fun stuff, you know, cool restaurants, cafes, all that kind of stuff, but didn't want to be, I need to be in nature. Nature girl, also close to the ocean. So anyway, that's the update, and it feels pretty surreal leaving for California tomorrow after, you know, quite an up and down journey of many a twist and turn, many a long day, lots of walking. I haven't looked at my steps at all for this entire trip, but we didn't waste a single moment while out here. For the 8 or 9 weeks that we've been out here roaming around, we've been literally going to all the sites, trying out all the different foods, walking everywhere, barely, staying in our room or at the Airbnb to rest, just like up and at it. And then in the downtime, like before bedtime, John and I have been researching schools and sending out applications or pre-registration forms and sending emails and all that kind of stuff. So it's been literally non-stop every single day. It's been exhausting, but it's also been such a cool, obviously, adventure and journey to be on that I am wildly grateful for. And I know that we're going to be talking about around the dinner table for years to come, sharing stories of that one time we sold everything and plopped in Portugal and roamed around till we found a house, till we found a home, place to call home. So anyways, isn't that beautiful? Just sitting on a lovely little park bench under the purple tree, enjoying my last bit of Portugal sunshine before I have to go pack. I don't know how everything's gonna fit. I have gifts to bring back for people and a little couple gifts I got for myself because it was my birthday yesterday, turning 36 as somewhat of a bookend to this crazy journey we've been on. John turned 37 on this last Saturday, and my birthday was Monday. Yesterday was Monday. And yeah, it feels right that we're celebrating our birthdays at the tail end of this trip. On John's birthday was the day that we found the school, and we finally, after touring so many schools and emailing so many schools, we finally were like, okay, I like this. This fits. And that was on John's birthday. So it was cool going into the last stop of our trip, which has been Lisbon, with answers. Because I thought we were going to go home and just like, okay, let's pick a spot on the map and just go there, rent for a few months or a year or, figure it out and homeschool until we find where we actually want to land. So it feels good having answers, and we'll see what the next few weeks bring when we're home in California. Finishing up some stuff, visiting with friends and family. And then when we come back out here in the end of July or August, I'm not really sure. School starts in September, so we'll be here in September. But anyways, that's all I have time for today. John and Miles are playing tag, and it's been 13 minutes of John chasing Miles around, and I'm sure he's getting sweaty and tired. So gonna call it here. Off to go pack up our suitcases one last time. Well, not really, but, for this trip. Say goodbye to Portugal, this place that's been so beautiful and amazing and welcoming to us for these past couple of months, for now, until we're back out here. Cheers.